Tired of not having enough hearts to survive your battles? Tired of having to use morph in order to fly? Then you need advanced genetics. That's right, advanced genetics, the latest breakthrough in user evolution. For only hours of your time and an enormous strain on your patience, you can have extra hearts, fly without morph, swim in lava, and more. So remember, folks, advanced genetics. Go out and scrape them today. Hello everybody and welcome to Attack of the B Team. My name's PinterJ. We're talking about advanced genetics today. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a very tedious, very time-consuming mod. And let's see if we got this guy. Okay, I don't know what that one is. Iron Golem, I believe, is what we put in there. So in order to start this, the first thing you're gonna want is you're gonna want this DNA analyzer. And you're going to want some scrapings, so you're going to need to make a scraper. Scraper is fairly easy to make. Stone rod. Stone rod is just 2 stone. Get a couple stone rod. Iron ingot. Scraper, pretty easy to make. You need the DNA analyzer. You need a magnifying glass. Stone rod, piece of glass, no problem there. And then some iron, no problem there. You need this DNA analyzer before you can make any of these other machines, because you need these cells in order to make the books that are required for most of these machines. I haven't gotten into the advanced machines just yet. I'm still just playing around with it. But you need these cells in order to make these books, and these books, you need a lot of these books to make pretty much, that's probably every machine needs a book. So yeah, it looks like that. So you have to make a lot of those books. So the first thing you're going to want is the analyzer and the scraper. You go out and you get some scrapers, and then you go and scrape some guys, and you just go up to a mob and you right click on it, and then you get a bunch of these skin scales. See, I got a skin scales from Iron Golem, and I got some skin scales from the Enderman, and we have more hearts still up here from the Iron Golem. I had to go and get more because I ended up killing myself in witchery. I didn't do my research, and I performed a ritual that killed me. So it takes away all of the effects that you had if you have, like I had flight and I had more hearts, and I think I had swim in lava. And so I died and all that stuff's gone, so I'm trying to get all that stuff back now. But yeah, you're going to need the scraper and the skin scales, and then you'll get a cell, and then you can make these books, which is 4 cells and a regular book. And then you can make these machines. And the first thing you're going to want to do too is figure out a good way to power these. Now you can use these combustion generators, but they consume a lot of coal, and you're just going to be spending your time mining coal to go and get all that stuff. What I did was I used redstone conduit and a redstone cell, and then I have a hidden chest here that I just throw coal in, and it goes down and into a steam dynamo. We can go down here a little bit further and take a look at that and get out of there. And so it just goes into the steam dynamo with a aqueous accumulator, and there's hoppers over there that go right into the dynamo. And it looks like we actually need to get some more coal in there. I think I have some upstairs, so I can go and grab some of that quick. We're going to want to get rid of some of these scales here, though. Get that out of my inventory. So you take your skin scales that you went and scraped, and you put them in the DNA analyzer, and then that'll go and you'll get a cell of whatever you scraped. This case is going to be Iron Golem most likely. And while we're waiting for that, I'll go and grab some more coal out of there and throw that into this chest here. So this one's kind of slow. The other machines aren't that slow. Like this one, we have more hearts and basic gene. Since I'm going for flight first, I just want the basic gene. I have an Iron Golem down in the basement, so I can go down and go get some scrapings off him anytime I want to. So I'm just going for the basic gene. Once you get these genes, like fly or more hearts, you put them in the DNA breeder. And we'll talk about these machines that I have here. You have the extractor, which we would take this cell of an iron golem, and this will give us our DNA strand, and then it'll be coded. So you need the DNA encryptor or decryptor to figure out what it is, whether it's going to be more hearts or basic gene. Some of them have multiple ones, some of them have 3. And then you put it in the DNA splitter to get the gene that you want. I just want the basic gene since I'm going for flight here. And then we take this over to our DNA breeder and throw that in there. And we're going to need 9 more after that. So this mod is a lot of doing this. You're standing here doing this. And I already know most of this codes. Like, this is going to be more hearts most likely, because the F7AA or whatever it is basic gene. I know that one. From just sitting here for hours, throwing these scales in here and going through all these different cells, it gets quite tedious at times. So now we can't do anything with this one other than put this in our chest. Which is going to be good when we go for more hearts anyway, because if I would have, like, fly, I would get 2 out of it instead of just 1. Like, I'm at 19 here. If I put basic gene in, it's only going to go up to 20. If I put fly gene in, it's going to go up to 21. So that'd be nice, but I didn't have that many left over from a bat. So I'm just taking these scrapings from the iron golem in order to get up to where I need to for the basic genes. Yeah, see, now I can't use this, so I'm going to put this in this chest here. I have a bunch of scales from an Enderman too. I only ran 1 through and I only got a basic gene out of it. So I also have some woolly here. If you want to get some unlimited wool, we can shear ourselves, but I don't think I'm going to go for that one just yet. Maybe later on. But we're definitely going to need these more hearts because I lost all of that when I died. Okay, so we have a basic gene, and then we put that cell in there, and we have nothing going on in here. Lose track a lot of the time of what machine I have going and which one isn't going. So yeah, this F17AAA is just going to be a basic gene. I know that from spending a lot of time sitting here putting these scales in. And so I don't think I'm going to make you guys watch all this. I think I'll get up to the more hearts and then, or the fly, and then we'll take a look at that. Okay guys, and we're back, and we got our last gene here going in. Last gene going in. So what we're going to need is we're going to need a syringe. And syringe is right here. You need a glass bottle, an arrow, and 3 iron ingots. You get a syringe. So you take your syringe and you hold it in there, and then you right click with it, hold it down, and then let go, and you should be filled with some blood. You get a little bit of blindness there, a little bit of wooziness. It's alright. Everything's going to be okay. So, completed. We have fly gene completed. So we're going to take that out of our DNA breeder. And the final machine that you're going to need is this DNA combiner. Take your DNA combiner, but before we do that, I almost forgot a step. You need to take your blood that you just got, put that in a centrifuge. I don't think we talked about this either. We need centrifuge as well. So then we have centrifuge blood. Then we're going to take this over to our combiner, and we're going to put our blood here, centrifuge blood, and then we take our fly gene and put it in there. And that's completed. Should be good. We're going to take that and put it in the centrifuge one more time. So after you get the gene put in there, make sure you put it in the centrifuge again. Then you take your syringe, and we should have our fly gene into this blood syringe here, and then you're going to want to right click on it again, hold it down, and then let go. Get a little bit of wooziness. Everything's going to be alright. Don't be scared. This is just normal. Okay, and then once we're good, we should be able to fly. And you're going to fly just like you normally would. Hold down your space bar. And yes, we have fly gene. Sweet. You can just hover in space and just float towards the... So I have my fly gene back one more time. Sweet. So I think I'm I'm going to get started on this more hearts, but we're going to want to talk about what else you can get from this advanced genetics. So you have a chicken, you can get no fall damage, which you don't need that because you don't get any fall damage from the fly, which comes from the bat. So you don't take any fall damage when you're the bat if you get the fly gene from the bat. So you don't have to worry about getting a chicken and doing no fall damage. You can also get cow, which is infinite milk. You can milk yourself. Seems kind of gross, but you know, whatever. You can get a little bit more speed when you're running from an ocelot. Sheep, you can get eat grass if you're walking just out in the field somewhere. You don't have any food. You can just click on the I believe it's right-click on the grass block, and you'll eat the grass block. That's kind of cool. You can also get woolly from the sheep, where you get infinite wool from yourself. You can get infinite arrows from skeletons if you go and scrape some skeletons. That's pretty nice if you're a marksman, like the bows, which I like the bows. Spider, you can get climb, which again, you don't really need that if you're flying around everywhere. Horse, you get jump increase, which you don't, you know, if you have fly, you don't need jump increase, I don't think. One nice one would be the squid, though. You can get water breathing. You can breathe underwater, go down and mine your clay or whatever you need. Salt in the ocean biomes. You can get stew from yourself if you scrape a mushroom cow. You can get stew and eat your own stew, which again seems kind of gross, but you know, whatever. Enderman, you can get teleport. There's a setting you just in the commands, and you'll get a free ender pearl in your inventory, and you can ender pearl everywhere. You can also get save inventory from Enderman, which is a nice one because you get all your stuff back when you die. But if you die, you're gonna lose all of your advanced genetics traits anyhow, so probably a one-time deal there. But zombie pigmen, which is a nice one, is swim in lava. That one's pretty good. Blaze is you can shoot fireballs at people. Creeper, you can explode yourself. You can get fireball explode, the gassed fireballs from a ghast. You get more hearts from Iron Golem, like we talked about. Witch, you can throw random potions. The withers, you can wither somebody. When you hit them, you wither them. That one's kind of cool. The wolf is if you're around other wolves and somebody attacks you or something attacks you, the other wolves will attack that being or entity. That one's whatever. But the Ender Dragon, you get Ender health. Like you can become invulnerable, I guess. But I think you need one of those heal crystals in order to use that. And then you have zombie, you just get resistance from a zombie. I think with the more hearts is the one that I'm going to want to work on next. Is I think you get 7 hearts from that. So I have 2 from the heart canisters. I believe it goes up to 9 total. So I think from the Iron Golems you get 7 heart increase from that, which is pretty nice. But I think that'll do it for this episode. Like I said, I haven't gotten into the more advanced stuff just yet. This is kind of just what I've learned so far, and I think it's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about it is that you have to sit here and put this gene in and put that gene in and select this gene, and it's very time consuming. And there's a lot of other stuff that I'd rather be working on, but it is nice to be able to fly around. And obviously more life is always important. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.